Welcome back to my channel. What's up, y'all? How you doing? I'm excited because I have an A5 ready to go. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, everybody, today's video. I've done quite a few videos this weekend, even a really long-ass live, because I'm decided to challenge myself and go all in A5 with the help of you guys enabling me, of course. I'm going all in for A5 for at least a month, hopefully. I'm gonna have to push through it. Let's see how this goes. I love A5 size. I love all this space, but I will say it's a lot different and really a lot of space compared to what I've been using, which has been Pocket and A6. Now, let's see how this goes. So I have a Malden here, and it's actually propped up on my Gillio Personal, which is also set up fully and ready to go if I decide I just can't do A5. But I'm real excited about this. I will say, as much as I love my Malden, I would really prefer, if I end up sticking with A5, I would probably try and find an A5 planner that's a bit more narrow. And I don't know, I say that now. I just love my Maldens. They feel so good. Purple's my favorite color. It's kind of fitting for this time of year. So let's jump right into it. And I also want to say my husband was so sweet this morning. He surprised me with a pack of Sharpie S gel pens. I've been wanting to try these ever since I saw them advertised. No smear, no bleed technology, always vivid writing, and he got mine in the 0.5 because that's what I use the most. So because I write small, which also will bring me to a conversation that's in my with my inserts. I'll explain that. So far I like it. It's not bad at all. It's definitely not I still find the Papermate to be more smooth. These Inkjoy Papermates, they're way more smooth, but they smear, so that's the only difference I feel. But yeah, so let's get into this. Move the sucker here. I've got my Tombow over here, the one I've been using the most recently, which is starting to wear off. Even the number's wearing off, but it's like a creamy color, tan maybe. I've got my October calendar here. I've got some memo pages from this month's box, and some cloth and paper dots, cloth and paper post-its, some post-its I've had, some Peanuts Planner Co. post-its, some more cloth and paper post-its, chilling here that are much smaller. One of the beauties, there's many reasons why I like A5, one of which I can use bigger notepads and things like that. I've got some of these daily pages that my husband got me from TJ Maxx. It's a huge block of them. I really enjoy these. I can punch them in if I want. I use those a lot more for work, I guess you could say. See if I can show you without and yes, I am using Astrology for work, but I'm going all in with the A5, so I'm probably made a section for work in here, and then we'll see what happens. I have another A5 planner I can store my inserts in, like there, boom. I would what do you call it, glue them in, I guess, on the page. All right. So yes, I love that. In here I actually have money, I have cash, and some information, important information that I need to give to my insurance company. Now, my dashboard, I did make myself with things I had. Now, I also want to mention on the live, the recent live, the live that I did yesterday, I set most of this up, except for the dashboard. I had that ready. part of the challenge for me is to use things I already had without spending money. So I was actually able to do that thanks to my friend from My Summer's Touch. I do use her inserts, and I do like sharing them with people because they are really great, and her inserts are actually my favorite grid because they're smaller. And if you like Hobonichi, then you'll like her inserts because they're based off of those. So I'll share that in a second. But I made a layered dashboard. This ribbon is actually my daughter's. That was a long piece, and I ended up hot gluing it in half and then forming it and then getting it here, just an ode to her. And this was a Shine Sticker Studio decal from like a couple years back, and it was on a personal dash, and I just cut around the acetate around the bow and then hot glued it onto this acetate. So it just came out really nice, and the image underneath came from a calendar from years ago that I've been hoarding this image because it's so pretty, and it was a Tokidoki image and an ollie clip, so you can see where it was a calendar. So this those are my grocery lists, came from this to-do pad that my husband got me from TJ Maxx, and it's double-sided, so that's cool. I need to be right back. All right, sorry about that. So in the front, I don't have dividers for this yet. I just kind of cut out some paper and then put these metal tabs, which are beautiful, on the paper. But I'm gonna have to get a more stable divider because these papers are heavy and it's not gonna hold up. But this acetate I've had for a long time. It's that pink color. You can't find it anywhere anymore. It's the only piece I have, and I used to use an A5 consecutively a couple years back, maybe. No, when I first started. But anyway, so this is obviously my inbox section, and I'll usually have a piece of acetate in the front of my inbox section so I can put post-it notes and things like that. This is what it looks like. Now, I need to make a key for my inbox. I love keys. I've always enjoyed those, and I make multiple ones in any planner I use. So, the reason why I say that is because I'll write down whatever's kind of in my brain, and then I'll put it in its proper spot within the planner, and I just need to know if I have moved it to its rightful spot and completed it. So I'm going to come up with a key that makes sense to me. For example, the candlestick holders that I want to buy, I've migrated it to its list, but I haven't bought them yet, so it's not checked. And then these I haven't done yet, but like for example, I wanted to add this to a couple of things I wanted to add into my planner, like these 3 items I put here. So I've moved them, and I checked it if I actually completed it, and so I've completed 2. 1 I'm still indifferent about, and then these with the exclamation points are actually next action. Those are things I need to get done first thing Monday. So I've moved them to where they need to go, but they're not completed yet, but they're super important. This is my add to planner memo sheet. You can see where I've marked off things. I'm not neat about this. I can't always be neat in my planner. I need it to be functional. I love that I have so much space. It's just a little different than being in Pocket and A6. Like going from a small size and jumping all the way to an A5 is quite a jump, but I would be lying if I said I didn't like it, because I do. I'm having fun. So this came with this month's box. Is an inbox something. What does it say? 0? Inbox 0. So it'll clean out your inbox. I think that's great. So I put it there to have as a reference. And inside my inbox, I just have a couple of these. And I've decided, by the way, you'll see throughout the planner that I've taken the A5 page and drawn a line down the middle, because to me that's using it's a little more productive for me personally to separate it this way. It's better for being able to see what I'm doing, and also I feel like it utilizes the page a lot better. These things are so wide and fat that I just, I put a couple in within one, couple of tasks within one section. That's why I'm using these dots to kind of show that. But I'm going to use what I have because that was part of my challenge. And I had all these great A5 inserts already. So these purple pages are also inbox. These are things that I reference quite a bit. So to buy for my projects, it's to buy list for my projects. I like to have that. I will draw a line down the middle. Someday maybe and waiting on. It is from David Allen's Getting Things Done. I do a loose version. Then I have some extra pages because I will build more sections for my inbox. I like to categorize my thoughts and things like that. But I've kept it this beautiful lavender color. And this is my first divider. It's beautiful, but I need to laminate it if I want it to last. I don't have a laminator anymore. I gotta get one. So this is my list section. And it's a busy place in my planner, but it's an important place. It's a really nice place to have. These are actually some lists that I've had in there for a couple of years, but they're still very relevant. For like my daily focus is still pretty much the same. A weekly focus is like personal, you know, personal focuses like for life. So detach from social media for 2 days, get active, eat well, family projects, self-care, research, review, monthly checklist. And it's nice to look at this and see how far I've come into actually achieving some of these things. So, for example, spending time outside, having meals at the table, make my bed. I've gotten into making my bed in the morning. It's not made right now, but it's interesting to see how far I've come, because there was a time where I was very, very weak and hardly did anything. I just couldn't get up and move around. Monthly checklist. 24-hour social media free. I do that a lot more than I thought I would. 2 days outdoor, 1 date night, 1 breakfast together, mommy-daughter day, 1 movie night, 1 game night, 1 day serving others, 1 day to myself, and a home project. I do this pretty much monthly. Routines in the morning and in the evenings. I finally started doing devotionals and journals. Don't really have to do breakfast because my daughter eats it at her grandparents, because we leave so early. It's just too early for her to eat. The only thing I kind of fell out of is clearing the counters and then loading the dishwasher early in the morning. If I didn't have the job that I have, I would most, sorry for shaking now, I would most definitely do that. Notes on healing crystals. This comes into handy. 11 ways to free toxins. A list for my diet. That this diet really works for me, but if I get off of it even a little, like, I gain so much weight, so it's kind of crazy. And recipes. This is kind of like my catch-all, which will stay this way even if I get out of an A5. I'm going to make sure that this planner is set up for the full year, because I want it to be my mama planner. I want it to be open on my desk at home. If it doesn't work out as an everyday carry type thing, which I will show you. So my next section is plan. This is, I don't have a full year of monthlies right now. I will be getting some. I want a month on one page for A5 too. Just having it, it's just too big. Which, I mean, it'll be pretty too. But I've really grown to like the 1 month. The 1 month on one page, I've really enjoyed that. So I've stuck with it all year, so that's definitely something I want to carry on into 2021. And by the way, I'm doing this to really find what works for 2021. I'm trying to find my happy place. And I'm also doing this in order to really I'm gonna probably start using more than one book too. I'm learning the pros of having multiple books. So this is future appointments. This came from My Summer's Touch. It's basically what I'm going to be using to jot down any kind of important information. I haven't filled it out yet, but I will. Okay, don't worry, this planner has already been used, trust me. So this is for the month of October. Got my schedule for school here, and these monthlies are also from My Summer's Touch. This planner is full of those. I love her inserts. I love her grid. It's just so good, and it's perfect for my handwriting style. Now this is normally a fold out like this, but I prefer a different way layout for tracking, and also my gratitude I'm doing in a journal versus in my planner, which also may change. We'll see how that goes. But yes, let me take you through this. So I decided to print these not double-sided because I want them in front of my week. Okay, so one of the main joys of my astrology is how I set them up. I really enjoyed being able to have the month and then the weeks following that month and the days behind the weeks. Like, I really enjoyed that, so I wanted to implement that in my planner, and it's been very useful and enjoyable. And I even set up underneath here, I have a couple planners holding this bad boy up, but I have this completely set up, full on, ready to go. If this A5 doesn't work, it's ready. And then my A6, which is also, it's my astrology, so it's ready. I've got options. But anyway, I just really like that layout, so I'm gonna show you that. But in this monthly, I'm using this because it puts my important information all together for the month. So I do have a monthly calendar that I'm using the dots, and then I can simply write down what each thing is under here. And she gives you the option, you can do Sunday through Saturday or Monday through Sunday. I chose Sunday through Saturday. This up here was a little weird for me. I may black that out, or because it got a little confusing, just a little bit. Because when I highlighted the one I was actually going to use, which was Monday through Sunday at first, it didn't pop out how I was planning on. So I'm going to actually cover this up with a thin piece of washi, more than likely. And I just wrote it down here, but you also have a tracker, which is great. I like how she set this up because you can use this for multiple tracking, or you can use it how I'm using, where you got some tracking here and then the detailed information for your month. I really enjoy that. And there's a space here too that I just covered up with washi tape. But I'm using this for my monthly, like, cleaning, month specific cleaning tasks. Sometimes I have tasks that only take twice a month, once a month, 3 times a month, every week. So I'm just using this to make sure I'm doing these things every month. And that's what I have here. On this side, it's the monthly focus. So my focus is saving money and prioritizing my life, pretty much. I cut down this Post-it note from Fox and Pip and made it, turned it into my key for this, which I'll explain in a second. But under here you have goals and projects. That's what it's labeled as. And remember, you don't have to use this the way she's labeled it. You can do what you want. Let your imagination run free. You know what I mean? But I've just got some things down that I want to focus on this month that help me mentally during this day and age, you guys. It's tough for everybody. It's not just one type of person or one family. It's all of us as the world and community that's suffering and stressed, and things are very different than when I was a kid. Our kids are living and growing up in a time that's very scary. But if you can make your home be a peaceful, safe place, then by golly, do it. So I've found my style. I didn't know my style had a label, but apparently it does. And I've done some research and I fit right into it, just the way I grew up and everything. It's a dark academia style. So I'm going to really play that up, and really deck out my house with things I have at home, with my own art, stuff like that. So I'm excited. And then a couple of projects. So this is a typical week schedule or routine. I decided to use this as the typical schedule of the month. So it's everything between, it's my husband, my child, and myself. And it's coded. So purple is always me, but it's personal stuff like filming and house-based things. And so you see that I do that on the weekends. Blue is my work, like when I work, and you'll see every day, Monday through Friday. Now, these blues are swim lessons. I have not actually started swim lessons yet because things are so difficult right now for my daughter at school. I really need to be there to support her after school, and I'm finding that although I'm not making money, that I need to pay bills fully. Like I'm still safe, you guys, but I'm not like that extra bill, those extra bills I'm not making the money for. It's not worth it to do that and watch my daughter struggle. Like I can't, I'm willing to give up some things or sell some things to make ends meet, so I'm there for my kid. Does that make sense? The only thing about not working at the pool, you guys, is that I'm letting down a lot of my swimmers that really depend on me and love me, but I have to think about my family first, and that's something that I'm learning, because I'll give my all to other people and sometimes forget about my family, and I cannot do that because I am a workaholic. I love to work and help people, but I should be helping myself and my family first. So but that's there just in case, but probably not. And if you'll, and the green is my husband, you see that he works a lot. But you'll also recognize that we all have similar schedules, so we spend evenings together, which is nice. So my daughter has, if it has a line through it, it's tutoring or tennis lessons, that kind of thing. So she has a pretty busy week too. She's been sick, so she's been home chilling. Down here we've got bills, like, so this is a great place for me to, like, I don't have many bills myself because my car is paid off, my husband's car is paid off, our rent is already paid. Like we have a steady like bill set. The only thing I have is like a TJ Maxx card and a credit card. And my credit card's pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. So I've got to like pay that. I paid it down. I was so proud of myself, and then boop, right back up. Planners do that to me. So it's time for me to truthfully sell some planners, you guys, because that's what put me in a position I'm in, and I need to get out of it. Not that I'm in a bad position, don't think that. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying this monthly, and I'm actually excited to decorate my next month's cover a little more appealing. I'm pulling in like bullet journaling into my planning, so let's move on. Now I have the back side as remember. It's just going to be notes for the month, things that like almost like a memory keeper for the month. Does that make sense? Highlights for the month. I did that in my Stalogy as well, in my B6. I did like a highlights page, so I'm going to do it again. And this is my self-care. So I've been asked to do a video on my tracking, and I'm not, I want to do it, but I needed to go ahead and fill this out And I'm not quite ready to talk about because I'm starting to track some new things and I really want to be secure in that. But I will talk about this particular page. So this is from My Summer's Touch, and I chose her monthly tracker because the lines are very thin and I like that. I'm able to put everything I need on one page and then I can break it down. I really enjoy that. Peanuts Planner Co. I like it too, but the lines are much wider. See? They're fun to like set up, and it's actually a little more spacious to put your stuff in. You don't have to write as small if you don't want, but I definitely prefer My Summer's Touch because I write small, you guys. I write small. See, I have the full year set up in here. I'm so ready for this personal size too. I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready. Okay. Oh yeah, let me show you. This is My Summer's Touch personal size. I just trimmed it down. See how much thinner her lines are here. So, all right, so this is, I map out my sleep because I need to, just to be honest, I need to. I went to bed probably around, what time? I did not nap yesterday. I wanted to, but didn't. I think I went to bed around 9 something. Let's say 10. I don't normally get to sleep in. I wake up around 6 every morning. When it's school time, I wake up at 4. So 6 is sleeping in for me. So yeah, I got quite a bit of sleep. So purple is nap, blue is full-on sleep. You'll see where I have, like, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, you know, that kind of thing. The reason why I track my sleep is because it's tied into my mood, which is also tied into the weather, which is also tied into habits. The reason why I do this is for my mental health. So I can gauge, like, what can pull me out of a depression or anxiety attack, and also how to prevent them from happening. Right here, I have a bunch of oils. Those are amazing. I also have some homeopathic medicine that helps, that kind of stuff. Really good, by the way. So good. My mental health is super important for not only me, but for my family. I'm mom. I'm the ruler of the household. If I'm not doing well, no one else is going to be doing well. So it's super important. So I track my sleep to see how it affects my mood. And I get cranky when I'm tired, but not at the same time. It's mostly due to hunger. I forget to eat recently. I've been not doing so good with the whole eating thing like I should. But for me, when I don't get a lot of sleep, I actually get pretty creative. But I do know that when I have to work and I don't get enough sleep, it's tough. It's pretty tough. I've got to get enough sleep, at least 8 hours, but sometimes I just don't, you know? So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 to 9 hours of sleep, so that's good. Weather. Today's weather is beautiful. I love graphs. I always have, ever since I was a kid. I love the visual aspect of it. When I was in school, geometry was my favorite thing because you had so many fun graphs and stuff like that. My cat's getting into my scrap paper box. Anyway. So, hey girl, get out of there. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I gotta be careful. She could choke on that. Okay. Sorry. I was tracking this on like a monthly tracker, but I figured this would be like a squares, like a monthly layout, I guess you could say. You know what I'm talking about? Like this. Something like that. I was tracking it on that, but I wanted to just utilize this space in this tracker, so I put it here. And then mood as well. I love seeing how my mood changes. My mood changes multiple times a day because I have a mood disorder. It happens. I've been fairly steady. Now, I'm going to be honest, recently, it's that time of month for me. I also need to track that in here too. Oops. Oh well. I need to track if it's light, heavy. Actually, I'm gonna do something different. Let me like washi tape that mistake. Let me washi tape that mistake real quick. Happens. When it's that time of month, like, not only am I affected heavily, but my family is. My husband seems to get it. My daughter seems to get it. It's just hard for everybody. And I hate it for them because it's not fair for my, like, period to be such an issue for everybody. Oh, you can see straight through that. Awesome, but whatever. Okay, so for my period, my flow, I'm going to actually do something kind of funny. Flow. Okay. Could probably do this neater, but whatever. My planner, it's fine. We're gonna do like a heavy, medium, light, spotty. I need to have a pain tracker too because y'all, I've been struggling this past week. I normally don't have cramps like the entire time, but this time I have, and it stuck with me and it sucks. My cramps will put me out, you guys. Like, we're talking about straight up vomiting, like almost like flu symptoms. Not cool. Anyway, back to mood, sorry. So mood wise, AM, noon, and night, whether it's good, bleh, anxious, or depressed, it's pretty much where my mood is. And sometimes it's just so off the wall, I don't know what to do with myself. But that's tracking. Wow, 32 minutes in. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is my today marker. I made it a little wider on the side so I could find it easily. And I have a pocket, and, you know, it's cute. I got a little something. And then I have my key, color code key back here. And my hydration key. So I actually have yesterday and today's dailies and water tracker inside this weekly, because I don't actually put the dailies inside for the week. I put them on the back so I can have them pulled out. This is also my summer touch, y'all. Like this, I can see what's going on in the week, and I have it separated down the middle. One side's work, one side's personal, and then whatever's going on in the day. This is more for personal notes. You see, so each line is a day, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, half, and then the next week. So this is, like I said, notes, any kind of quick jots I need to write down will go there, and so on and so forth. So I really love this layout. I'm excited about it. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of room. I can even draw if I want to. I do enjoy doodling, so this is a great place to do that. Today is a cleaning day, so I got up early to print inserts. I've set up next week. I haven't meal planned. I need to meal plan. That also will be done in here, probably on the inside versus this side, but I'm using this as daily, so it's probably gonna be done here. But yeah, I really like it. So I have some cleaning I need to do, so I have stickers I can play around with, but recently I've been very pen to paper. I don't know why, I just have. So I'm going to make a list of everything I need to clean. And this is what this week is looking like. Got the schedules down. I have some things I need to add in for sure. But yeah. And then the color purple. My pen pouch is on the bed. I don't want to move right now. I've got my highlighters in my pen pouch. I was carrying Tombos around, but that got to be a bit much. 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this setup. So I've got some things. This is my next action. I'm using the memo pad to be my next actions list, and I just clip it there, or I can punch it in. It doesn't really matter right now. I just have it clipped, but I'll probably end up punching it. We'll see. So I have the rest of this year already just set up. The only thing I don't have is all of the dailies set up. I need to print out. I don't have a grid from my Summer's Touch. I literally just cut off the weekly and used it. So used that leftover grid from that. But I have next month, and like I said, I want to decorate the pages to be cute. It's the same setup for the rest of the year, like this. I really like this layout. So that's literally all of what this is. Got all weeklies, everything ready. Had to print those out. Thanks, my Summer's Touch, you're the best. Next section is schedule. Now, I don't have, I have personal size Peanuts Planner Co. of this type of layout, but this is my Summer's Touch, and like I said, she's based off of like a Hobonichi. So I've got the full 2021 year in here, and there's a reason why I'm doing that. That's definitely what I wanted. Is to keep up with my schedule for work and everything, and have a log, and also schedule my swim lessons and stuff like that. I love this layout too. I love playing with it, and it's a lot of fun. So I really want to use this for 2021 full on. I did not know that I'd fall in love with this type of layout though, so we'll see what happens. I may need to, in order to keep up with my most recent schedules, I may need to go ahead and resize my personal size Peanuts Planner Co. to get the last 3 months of this year and put them here so I can start using them. So that's on my to-do list. Let's add it, shall we, to my to-do list for today. And I'm also, the more I use this, the more I'm gonna learn what I need to do to make this planner work a little better. Peanuts Planner Co. resize. Does anyone know the resizing for personal to A5? Let me know. Alright, so yeah, I have the full year, and I'm real excited about that. It looks great, doesn't it? It's very Hobonichi. Next section, projects. It's literally graph paper and just paper. I like to plan out my projects and have a visual, because I'm a visual person. So that's what you're seeing here. This is like the dark academia. I need to get some candlesticks or make my own. Right now I'm using a glue stick. But I am using, I've given my beautiful actual antique desk to my daughter to use. She never uses it. And it's in the front room, but I'd like to either start using that as my desk or decking this out in my room to be a little more. So I just have paper, like I said, I'm using what I have. And then notes. So literal notes. This is going to have, I did not fill it out yet because it's going to be super personal. I'm going to have contacts in here. That's something I need to have just in case my phone falls apart. So I'll be filling that out today. I'm going to go ahead and have a password sheet in here as well, because you gotta have it. It's going to be my home biter. And then my friend made me this. Cheryl made me this years ago, and I kept it. It's so special. That's me. This is going to be my work section. So instead of Methodology, I'm going to put it in here. This is KKK paper, so it's not the best paper. This is before they got better with their paper. But that's okay, because it's just, you know, notes pretty much. And I just It doesn't matter. And I'm going to use what I have. So this is my work section. So I've got like schedules and everything, and then I'll just fill in all my private notes. So this will be a section that you guys will not be able to see. And then in the back I have a folder with some work information I have covered with this beautiful piece. And I can't show you the back. It has just important information and stuff. And then I have stuff for work, stuff back here, important papers. This does not have a back pocket, which is okay because it's already so bulky, but it has this pocket and I like it. And that is my A5, and 40 minutes later I'm finally done. I hope you enjoyed this video and become inspired to try an A5. It never hurts to try something new. And until next time, I love you so much. Bye.